Okay, good evening to all the parents. Hi, I'm Thomas. I'm Thomas Ngu, President for Miri Parenting. Welcome to our Family Squad challenge, whereby we will do a virtual online learning and also contest with 10 families from Miri. So this is the first time that we've done this, and a lot of learning curve, and I can anticipate this can be a very good learning curve for every parents, including the children as well. And so a lot of effort been put in, especially with our deputy chairman, Mr. Teo from Real Fun Learning Center, and also with the support from our YB Datuk Representing on the funding, and also our SDEC, Sarawak Digital Economic Development. Thank you for their support as well for funding this event. And also from our media partner, they have also supported us in promoting this event. In the main idea for this contest is really for us to start learning again. All right. For me, I have been learning for the last 20, 30 years. Feel like stagnant for a while, but now it's a time to learn something new. It can be a totally new area for me, definitely. But I hope this journey we can grow together with other family as well. And let's help each other, and let's try to solve some challenges that our community are facing together, since we are in the same community. So thank you again, and thank you for your participation. So for this session, we will be having some briefing, some question and answer, and also some feedback, and hopefully we can get to know each other, and also to understand what is this about. So I'll pass over the time to Mr. Teo. Thank you.
Alright， 大家晚上好啊。So 刚才 Thomas 讲了英文的，那么我就先用华语来讲解一次了哈。今天我是丢这里其实基本上今天晚上的这个目的是要让大家更了解什么是 Family Squad。OK， 所以我们就 organize 了这个 briefing。To make sure that at least 大家有机会了解更多，可以问问题，然后也可以一方面帮助我们再去更仔细的策划一下这个我们的 program 嘛，就像刚才Thomas 所讲的，毕竟这个也是我们第一次，这个我们是沙劳越 ，alright， Sarawak first family focus technology challenge，alright。So 很多时候我们看到这些 coding competition hackathon 这些比赛either it's for the students or actually primarily for the students, but this one as part of Miri Parenting Group， 我们想要就有一个这个机会有一个这个activity 可以让parents 家长们跟孩子们一起来学习。Alright， so 刚才Thomas 有讲到了基本上其实我们想通过这个方式让大家一起来学习，不是只是孩子罢了，然后父母一起跟着这个孩子们一起学习，一起记录一个很好的这个 memory。Alright， we hope this event can bring some of the good memory, the family things that the family can work together. 看过去未来过后我们回想起来的话，看这个可能算是可以是一个很好的这个记忆了，很好这个回忆。So 这个是其实from Miri Parenting Group 这个是我们想要达到的这个目标，就是可以有一个这个机会让大家来一起学习，但是学习的同时我们也专注 比较专注于在这个 technology 方面我们 I mean a lot of time 我们Thomas 也经常带我们去去爬山，去做一些户外的这个东西我们想要同时间我们也想要学习一些不同类型的东西，那我们就带入这个 technology 的部分，科技的部分进来让大家有一个不同的这个体验so 这个是简单来讲就我们今晚的这个目的了。Alright, so 接下来我就会用英文跟华语掺来这样帮大家介绍so FamilySquad, alright, FamilySquad 就刚才所说的主要的这个主办单位呢是由 Miri Parenting Group 去主办，然后也有同时间有这个 YB Dato' Sebastian 的支持，他的 funding 方面，还有他的这个整个 support对我们这个 Miri Parenting Group 的支持，以及 SDAC 是 Sarawak Digital Academic Corporation they also supported and funded this particular program. Now for this program FamilySquad there will be 2 cohort per year. Alright, so 今年方面其实我们有两个回合this is the first round starting from end of May until August. Alright, 这个是第一回合，就是不是第一个第一回合了，然后我们接下来9月10月还有一次到时你要继续参加也可以，重新参加也可以，或者是说我们给机会给其他的这些队伍去参加让他们也有这种学习的机会。Alright, so 今年我们至少会做2次了。Alright, there will be 2 times 2 cohort for this year. What is FamilySquad? 到底什么是这个 FamilySquad 呢？先提一下这个我们的这个宗旨了。What's our objective? So we want to encourage parents and children to work together. Okay, to work together to solve community problem. Alright, so the keyword here is to solve community problem through technology. So 其实我们想要不单单是家长跟孩子一起合作做一些东西 but 他们可以去探讨或者去深入的了解其实我们周边身边经常会遇到的一些问题举个例子 alright 比如说前几个礼拜几个星期 right few weeks ago we went to the beach right to look at the beautiful scene of rubbish right at the beach I mean as a parent we see the kids playing there still happily among the rubbish dump itself, but I mean definitely it's not safe lah, right? So what can we do? So how can we get the children more involved in solving this, or at least help them to have that thinking of hey what can I do to solve this especially through technology 用科技去帮忙解决的这些东西毕竟他们对科技接触都比较多他们可能会有很多这些点子这些 idea right so they interact with technology a lot our kids and they might have a lot of ideas on a lot of innovative idea that we can put together. I think it's I would say it's something that I would think probably is quite fun in working together. So that's the first one. The second one is the second objective here is to increase the awareness and understanding of AI. 另外一个部分，另外一个宗旨呢是想要改进或者增进大家对人工智慧的一个认知、一个认识 ，artificial intelligence， 它在我们的周边每天的生活当中，其实都有很大的这个影响 ，right? So we want to learn more about it and even get to create it or modify it right? Through all these technologies that we are going to learn as part of this family squad. So 不单单是认识它，去了解它，我们也会尝试去制作一个这个artificial intelligence 这个人工智慧当然是不是一个很 complex 的，但是我们毕竟这是第一次，所以我们先学习做一些简单的。Alright, so those are the two key objectives that we want to introduce in this program called Family Squad. So far 有什么问题吗？Any questions? Alright, 如果有什么问题 if there's any questions, feel free to write that down in the chat, chat and I will look through it and then respond when there's time on that, right? So let's see. So what is it about, right? 我们再倒回来，到底什么是 Family Squad? Okay, few key points here. 第一个，我们看左边。Some of you may be aware of this. It's the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal. Alright, 是我们的这个联合国组织哈，他们有这个 Sustainable Development Goal 总共有17个。So we want to look at these goals and see, hey, which one that we can contribute, and perhaps some of it is very related to our day-to-day life, right? And then we will base on some of this one of these sustainable goal and find a solution to it. So 第一个点右边这边 solve problems with technology. Now what problem? Problem will be related to the sustainable development goal. Hold on Papa in the meeting. Okay. You stay with Coco first. Okay. So we want to solve problem with technology. That's number one. Second thing, what do we mean by with technology? We're gonna learn and build apps, devices, artificial intelligence. Okay, we're gonna build apps, or we're gonna build like a box or a device, right? Or some program that's related to artificial intelligence to help us. And then we're gonna do that together as a family, with parents and children. And then at the end of it, we are going to pitch, and then hopefully to win the challenge. 它其实是一个挑战赛 ，alright？ 它其实是一个挑战赛。So，每一组呢都会做自己的东西，然后到最后呢都会 present，alright？ 到最后都是 present。他针对的这个问题是什么？他想出来的这个点子，这个 solution 是什么？他这个 prototype 是什么 ？demo 出来给我们看，然后他就 present 出来。So in the end， 当然是一个挑战赛，当然有奖品啦。So 等一下我会谈一下。So later on I will show you what are the prizes for Family Squad. So how does it work, right? How does it work here? Number one, for those who are interested, register through this link, bit.ly/FamilySquad2021. Okay, bit.ly/FamilySquad2021. It's free of charge, alright? You don't need to pay anything, but there's a caveat to it. Okay, I'll come to that in a short while. 其实是免费的，你不需要还 alright? Fully sponsored by MPIG, Miri Parenting Info Group, as well as SDAC. Okay, so first, register. Secondly, develop a technology solution. 你要做一个东西出来 whether it's an app, 是一个 device 还是 AI, right? 你要做东西出来 preferably something that's working 啦，最好是当然是会work 的一个东西 alright? And then learn how to do this through 12 weeks of workshop. Okay? So 这个其实蛮重要的。So 我们其实在这个 program 里面呢，So in this program we have 12 weeks of workshops for you to join and learn every Saturday afternoon. Okay? Again, it's free of charge. We will teach you all the necessary skills that you need to build your solution. Okay? To build your devices, to build your app. Okay? And then lastly, at somewhere around August 8月的时候，我们就会有一个 demo day. Alright, demo day 让你去 present, 让你去路演. Alright, get you to pitch. What is your problem that you're trying to solve? What is your solution? Okay, and then demo your app or your device to us, to the judges. Sorry, to the judges. I will not be the judges. I will be actually participants. Alright, so 这边有什么条件呢 ？What's the requirement? Right? 有什么条件呢？第一，so 刚刚我说的是完全免费 ，alright， 完全免费。But to also protect us, making sure that everyone is committed, alright， 大家都有放这个精神去，不会说半途而废啦，因为毕竟是12个星期 ，right？ To make sure that we get commitment, full commitment from the team. We are asking for 50 ringgit refundable deposit. Okay, refundable deposit as long as you complete the whole program, and then you pitch and demo at the end. All right. So once you've done that, then that 50 ringgit will be refunded to you per group. All right, per group. So that is for Miri Parenting Info Group lah. But if you are not Miri Parenting Info Group, that will be 600 ringgit, and there's a reason behind that, because we will be actually lending you some equipments and devices for you to play around, for you to experiment, to build your devices. So those actually cost some money in that. So we need to at least protect ourselves. So that's why for non-Miri Parenting Group, we're asking for 600 refundable deposit. So for each team, 你需要组队啦. So one of the things that to enter this challenge, you need to form a team. Now for this team, minimum 1 adult and your child. Alright, 一个大人跟一个小孩，一个家长跟一个小孩. But you can add as many as you want, but maximum is 6 members. Alright, 6 members. Because again, we want this to be an activity for the family to work together. So obviously, we want to make sure that parents and the kids are together to work on it, not just the kids working on their own or the parents working on their own. 基本上是没有年龄限制. There's no age limit, but I would recommend 7 years above lah. So, but again, it's up to the parents to decide how you want to organize it together with your family. The objective here is we learn it together, we build together, right? But the content, the workshop itself, we will try to tune it as simple as possible, in such a way that even the kids will be able to understand. We will definitely do that. Okay. Now, any other things that you need? 还有什么其他东西吗？基本上只要有一架电脑 right? There's a laptop, then you can just join the workshop. So far, workshop 我们 because of the pandemic, we will all be planning a virtual workshop. But if there's opportunity, so 如果 situation 情况好了一些，we will go for physical workshop. Right? So it will be a mix of physical workshop and virtual workshop throughout these 12 weeks. 我们看情况怎样啦 But for now, 我们会先 start with virtual. Alright? Then for now, we will focus on the Miri families. Okay? We will cater for the Miri family group first. Okay? So those are the requirements to join. 它一些需要的前提啦。有几个事项大家想要注几个日期大家需要注意的。There's a few dates to remember. Firstly is our first workshop as well as the program launch. So our YB Datuk Sebastian will be joining us on the first day to launch the program on the 22nd of May. And then subsequently, every week, every Saturday, we will have that workshops the learning workshops for you to learn how to build things, how to identify your problems, how to even identify your root cause of those problems, and then you tackle the root cause, right? And then lastly, in August, the date is to be confirmed, will be the demo day, all right? 你的那个最后天要 present 的那一天 ，okay? So those are the key dates to remember. So the workshop will be until 7th of August, okay? 最后个 workshop 是 7th of August. So what is the price? So 刚才我们讲到了 so it's a challenge, right? That must come with a price. So the price here is the top three, 2,200, 2,000, and 1,800. Okay, those are the prizes that you stand a chance to win, right? Based on your project, based on your pitching, based on your problem that you have identified. Okay, now it's a mix of cash and devices. So what's going to happen in this 2,200 is that partially we will give it as a cash prize, and the other part we will give it as the devices that you have learned to use. So we will actually give it to you as as for winning this competition. Whether it's the electronic devices or the hardwares and things like that. So it will be included as part of that. Then for the bottom, we will also have special awards. For example, most supportive parents. We have 3 awards for that. So this is cash prize. We have best presentation. We have best technical solution. All of them are cash prize. Okay, so those are the prizes to reward the team, right? To reward the team for committed to solving that problem. Okay, so 基本上这个就是我今天想要讲解的部分。什么是 Family Squad, right? What is Family Squad? So it's a learning journey for all of us, a 12 weeks workshop that we will attend to help us identify the problem from the Sustainable Development Goal, identify the root cause, find a solution that can solve that problem, and then we learn how to build that solution, that technology to solve those problems. Okay, so throughout this journey, and then at the end of it, we will present what we have created, what we have developed, and then hopefully from there you get to win some prizes as well. Alright, so 这个是基本上是整个 Family Squad 的这个概念了。So 有什么问题？ So it's basically this is my last slide Q&A. So open for questions if you have any.
Okay.
都清楚吗？
清楚。如果没有的话，我可以补一下吗？
可以 go ahead.
Let's say 啦，halfway 如果我们当中就是说有一些 team 他觉得他做不下去，不过他想 join 别人的话，有没有可能我们就是可以combine 呢？这样子的 ，let's say 啦。
Combine with other families 啦。I mean 如果你们ideally 我们是不建议这样子啦。如果做不下去的话，你 join 其他 team 也不一定是做得下去的，对吧？变成你也可能会拖累了其他人。So 我的建议是work towards it, work towards the end 啦。
好。
So Jonathan, we think up on the idea. So when you say ideas, are you referring to the problem itself or the solution? So if for the problem, we are still looking into this, whether all of you come up with your own problem think of your own things that you want to solve, or we will give you perhaps two options, right? Two problems that we have identified. And then you can just pick from one of them, and then work on your ideas on how to solve it. Definitely for the solution, 要怎么样去解决那个问题哈，是it will be derived or it will be created by the team themselves. So 我们不会给你 idea 是说怎么样去 solve. We will work together 啦 ，right？ 我们可以在一组一组的看你们想出来那个 idea， 我们可以怎样再 improve， right？ So the kind of solution will need the team to come up what solution to solve the problem. So what are the problems, right? Immediately I can think of, I mean Thomas 你可以 chip in 也是啦，如果你有想到什么 right? What are the problems that I can think of? For example, when you pass by schools, the roads always full of cars, and cars are waiting there for their kids, and it's always jammed up. It's not something unique in Miri, but it's in every cities, every town. So that's a problem, right? That's a problem. So how can we use technologies to solve that, right? So then you may question, right? Hey, how does it relate to UN Sustainable Development Goal, right? We can probably link that to environment, kind of an issue, right? And sharing of resources. So I believe we should be able to link up with one of the UN Sustainable Development Goal. That can be one of the problem, right? The other problem I gave the example is the beach, right? The Miri beach, where we have a lot of wash up rubbish. So how can we prevent that? Where does the rubbish comes from, and how can we reduce or minimize this problem? Okay, so that's another one. And the other one that I can think of, right? The other one that I can think of is like outside of my stretch, outside my house, right? The stretch of road. There's quite a lot of cars passing by, and in fact, some of them are quite fast. So how can I solve this with technology, right? I can maybe set up a camera there to capture different kinds of cars that's different speed that they are moving, and then if there's any pattern to it. So that's a problem, because my kids play outside of the gate quite often, and then sometimes it's quite dangerous, right, with all these cars passing by at the very high speed. And in fact, right in front of my house there's a speed bump, but that doesn't really work even with that speed bump. So that can be another problem, right? So I hope that give you some idea of problems. But I do understand sometimes not easy to come up with a problem, right? To what to solve. Yes, it's more related to community problems. Something ideally is something that you are very close to, right? I don't suggest to work on something that is very far away. Then it's also difficult for us to explain to our kids, like if it's too far and they can't relate. So 如果是可以找一些问题是可以比较有跟我们日常生活里面有关联的啦，那个我觉得会比较实际，而且也比较容易理解啦，我是这样觉得。
对，我觉得重点是我们能够跟我们孩子一起去学习。如果我们能够解决我们的周围的问题，比如讲垃圾，我就突然间想到就是回收咯 ，recycle。 So last weekend we talked about recycle, reduce and reuse. So 我们怎样能够用这个 AI 或者人工智能去解决这些问题呢？我觉得也是一个很大的问题哦。像那一天那个主讲人讲的，我们一年丢的垃圾啊，88%是不能够回收的哦。那些，说我们怎样可以 reduce 呢？因为这些垃圾丢了过后，就是去那些垃圾场。还有一个我想到我们 Miri Parenting 有一个母亲啊，她也 set up 了一个群组是 book exchange，不懂你们谁有参加我也是想到 immediately 就是说 how to improve 这个 books exchange，encourage 更多的父母亲去，包括小孩子怎样去因为现在 MCO 其实我们要 exchange book 比较难，我们有没有办法用 technology 去 solve 这个 problem 呢？我们可以 encourage 小孩子甚至去 exchange book，或者是 exchange 一些我不懂 CD 啦 whatever，所以我觉得这些都是我们可以去想或者解决的一些问题啦。
Yeah. So 刚刚讲的那个 example 很好了。For example, the book exchange, right? It seems to be like just like a small thing, right? But I feel like it's all these small things that makes a difference in our life lah, right? I mean, I don't expect all the families to solve like world hunger. It's not something that is manageable and we can chill. So let's work on something small but yet very meaningful to us. Yeah. All app that is developed will be given back to us or someone else is going to use it. It's something that you develop, something that you use, and if you want to further commercialize it and further expand it, you can go ahead to do so. So you have full control over what you have. Yeah.
Maybe Theo, you can also explain how this idea come from FamilySquad. Maybe that something or
yeah. So this family squad, right? It's actually based on a program that's run by another non-profit organization called Technovation. So they have been running this so-called Technovation families for quite some time. And pretty much it's quite similar, right? The programs and everything, it's family focus, getting them to find the problem, solve solution, and then present. So one of the idea here is, we let use this family squad to focus first for our local team, and then potentially some of this winning team will be able to also get involved if they prefer, right? Get involved and participate in this global Technovation families as well. So that is how this family squad come about. It's actually derived from Technovation families, but we are focusing on the smaller community lah, mainly Miri, and then hopefully for the next few rounds we can extend it to families from other cities, and for Sarawak, ultimately it's SDAC that's also supporting this program. Family Squad is we base on Technovation Families program. That's a global program that come up with this Family Squad. Yeah, so it's locally sort of a local version of it.
Are you almost done?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. 10 o'clock 啊。
对啊，我这边问，刚才你讲 maximum 196个人嘛，对不对？
对对。
就是一个 family 还是可以 combine with 别的 family？
要不要 combine？ 我觉得是 OK 啦。如果你们要 combine，so far 我们 since 我们是第一 round， 我们没有太 strict 啦。所以如果你要 combine 跟另外一个 family 一起做的话，也是 OK 的。
因为我这边你刚才讲嘛 encourage 7岁嘛，我这边只有一个5岁，所以在想5岁不，所以我讲这样就我们所以说因为几个所以说我们可以 combine with other family 的 do one thing 啦。 啊，这个表还因为我家的小孩子太小了。OK， 谢谢你。
没有问题。No, Jonathan, we are not part of Magic, not part of the Gus. Yeah, no. Yeah, so but Family Squad, if you look at the program itself, is very much similar. Especially if you look at the workshop, we did some fine tuning on what they have, to fit into local context as well. So, yeah. But primarily, if you look at the Technovation families, they talk mainly in the AI area, But we will have a bit of mix lah. But since you mentioned the Gus, if we will be doing physical workshop, 如果我们有这个实体的 workshop 的话 we'll be actually doing it in the Gus, the Gus 这个 Digital Innovation Hub. So we have there will be our partner for venue lah. So they have provided the venue for workshop. Yes, we will be learning AI, which is quite a heavy topic actually for 5 years old. So we'll try to simplify it as much as possible.
Yeah, that's a question for the workshop throughout the program, right? So if I'm not able to attend fully I think 2 to 5 o'clock, right? Will there be any recording for the workshop?
Yeah.
All right.
Quick answer, yes, there will be recording, but I mean, it will always be good to join live, but I understand that sometimes there are emergencies and there are cases where we can't attend, so it will be recorded, and you are free to watch back all these recordings to help you with your project and so on. But the workshop, right, because it's quite long, 3 hours, so we plan it in such a way that it will be mostly you working hands-on and work on the project itself, and less of lecturing and slides and so on, which soon the kids will be sleepy and run away as well. So like I said, I mean, it's the first time, feel free to give us some feedback, especially on the workshop itself, so that we can improve further for round 2, round 3 next year. Yeah, so let's learn together lah. Hmm, 还有什么问题吗？Miri Parenting Group 那边有人看，我都没有去 check 那个 live。
有 question 吗 for Miri Parenting Group page？
我去 check 一下，我没有进到那边去。
case 如果有人 ask a question。
22nd of May. That's our first session.
Launching and first session as well.
Yeah, 没有问题。
没有啊。
Okay. So, 如果还有什么问题的话，feel free to someone. Okay. 如果还有什么问题的话 ，feel free to drop me a question in the WhatsApp group 啦。我们有 create 的那个 WhatsApp group，你可以直接在里面问问题。 Otherwise, we'll send you the link as well for registration in the group so that you can register, and then hope to see everyone on the 22nd of May. 如果还有 if you feel like there's other families which you think might be interested, like what 这个郭良老婆哈mention, we can join other families, bring people in to do it together 了。如果你觉得还有其他的 family 会有兴趣参加的话。
对啊，刚才讲小孩其实 no 他的 age no limit， 就是也有一个 limit 啊，就是小孩几岁， 就是你说 no limit， 可是总有一个 limit 吧？等一下我找一个很大的。
如果是如果你讲有没有 upper limit 哈，有没有岁数大到多少哈？我们是比较建议是18岁以下啦。
18岁以下啦 ，OK， 18岁以下。然后你看讲的 workshop 12个 week， 通常会掉在什么时候？你说3 hour 嘛？
星期六下午。
一定是星期六下午几点要看？
星期六下午，对。
星期六下午大概是几点要看场？
应该通常都是2点到5点啦，除非有
OK，都是2点到5点，星期六下午 ，OK， 明白。
Okay.
So you can see Travis is complaining here.
Yeah. So
okay. So I hope this give you a better idea of what Family Squad is, and then yeah. So hope to see you, and then we learn this together lah. So he should be joining.
Me?
This year.
hello.
No. Yeah, you.
Okay. So thank you, Teo.
好 ，So 大家谢谢了哈，Thank you very much. Good night to all, and happy holiday tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Anna, 关心，还有So see you. Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you and good night.